Okay guys, just before this video starts, I just want to say that my neighbor has cameras around his house and he just caught my fight on camera. So I just want to say, make sure to leave that like button if you do want to see the footage from that, fight and all that. I will try to ask him for that footage because he didn't seem too keen on giving it to me. But yeah, I will ask him and hopefully I'll get it for you guys. So yeah, enjoy. Yo, guys, welcome to today's video.
Never waste a host time. Bitch, I'm on my own time. Fuck a nigga cosign. Always change my number and my phone line. Baby girl, I don't lie.
Today's video isn't going to be made with a webcam. Usually I make all my videos with a webcam. This video isn't going to be with a webcam, and that's because I made a video with a webcam earlier today and the recording just completely fucked up. So I couldn't really do much about that, and I just don't have time, to make another webcam video. It was actually quite a nice video and I'm gonna upload it the next video. And yeah, basically just to replace that other video, I'll be telling you guys the story I got into quite an insane fight. So basically, I was playing some basketball with my dad, there was a court close by. And obviously there was a group of kids and I'm like, that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. The court is big enough for the two groups, so it's fine. Anyway, so we started shooting some hoops with my dad. Yeah, so about like 45 minutes went past. We played some games and all that, and then basically for some reason they started to kicking the ball at me, and the ball was going really close to my face, and once if I didn't move my head out of the way, it would have hit my face. So at that point, I know they were kicking the ball at me. I know they were aiming at me because the net was the other way while they were shooting my way. So I didn't get hit, but I got really mad and I just kicked the ball at this, because there's a building right next to it. I just kicked that ball at that building because obviously I didn't want to get in trouble by kicking the ball at them. So you know what I mean? I said, fuck you, don't do that again. And this kid starts mocking me, okay? Literally mocking me. So I get mad because he's definitely doing that on purpose. And I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna beat your ass. I know the guy, he used to go to my school. He actually was in the same class as me. And now we go to two separate high schools. And basically, I'm one of the taller kids in my kind of year. I'm overall quite a tall kid for all the other kids in my class and in the year I go to. Okay, so basically all this stuff, happens. Now he starts mocking me and I'm like, shut the fuck up. So he says, you're right, come on then. Now at this point, I wasn't planning on kicking in his ass. But this time I was like, what, fuck it. So I came up to the guy and I'm like, what do you want now? Now this guy is shitting his pants 100% because he has to look up to me, I have to look down. He's literally up to my chest. So I'm like, well, yeah, what do you want? So he shits his pants and he's like, yeah, don't touch me, don't you dare touch me. And he's about to kick that ball at me that he has in his hands. And I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna do, kick that ball at me? And he just, throws the ball to his friends. So obviously, my dad says, Simon, chill, okay? So, I'm chilled. They started saying that they're gonna call the cousin and shit. And I'm like, call him. I used to have problems with that guy, but I'm like, he's grown now. I have a feeling, he won't be like, oh yeah, come on, fight me. So yeah, I'm just waiting for him because I really want to wait for him. I want to see what he says. I thought he wasn't even gonna come. So after half an hour goes by and me and my dad were like, okay, we're tired now. We've been playing for a good an hour and a half. So we obviously we go out the court. So we get out of the court and we just walking back home, and they are my neighbors and they're just chilling on the fence, and they don't even look my way because they're scared as fuck. Now I'm telling you, I don't pick on small kids, but when he tries to act hard and trying to square up to me, okay, I'm not gonna act like, oh wow, I'm not gonna pick on him. First of all, I never picked on him, that's the first thing. Anyway, and I'm like, at this point I'm really dumb because I said, okay, where is, and then I'm gonna call the guy Bob. So I'm like, yeah, where's Bob? And they're like, yeah, 5 minutes, he's coming, 5 minutes. And at this point I know he's not gonna come. I've been waiting for that guy for 35 minutes on the court. So he's not gonna come, okay? He's never gonna come. So I go into my garden, right? My mom made me dinner. So I take my plate, my dad takes his plates. We all sat down, and all my family's just eating dinner, right? and then I hear a knock on the door. At this point I was like, oh shit, he came. I wasn't like scared of him because I really wasn't bothered. He's a skinny ass dude, so like he wasn't gonna do shit. So you know, my mom walks out, she opens the door, right? That's what obviously you would do. At this point, like, as soon as my mom went to open the door, I knew, alright, he's definitely there. So basically I walked out my back garden, and then I walked out like through my gate, and I walked onto my front garden. And then basically what happens is he was like, yeah, I heard you want to fight me. And I'm like, no, these kids, you know, your cousins are trying to square up to me. And we started arguing, right? But it came to an end, right? And he stepped over, like half his leg was in my garden, second half of his legs, you know, was outside on the street because he jumped the fence. So it was in between, you know, him you know, coming over, and then he said, you fucking bastard, and I was like, you fucking retard, because I'm dumb and I'm gonna answer like that. I don't even regret answering. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, sit there and, you know, make them think I'm a pussy. So I'm like, yeah, you fucking retard. And he steps back. So I have a feeling he'll push me because I just knew, like, and for some, like, we went to push each other at the same time. For a second I thought I went to push first, but then I did see the recording. My, you know, neighbor has CCTV cameras. I did see the recording and we kind of went at the same time, because I did think I went first, but we went at the same time. And we pushed each other and I thought, okay, that's it. But no, as soon as we push each other, the guy throws a punch and he hits me on the side of the head. Now, I knew this guy wouldn't have hard punches, you know, obviously after every punch you're gonna be kind of sore, but like, it was fine, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not a dumbass, I'm not gonna let him throw punches at me, so what I do, throw a punch back right at him. He starts swinging, I start swinging, and then I punch him and he falls into my window because, you know, I have a window right outside, you know, obviously to go onto the front garden, like looking out to the front garden. So he like literally flies into that window. And then we start fighting, and then my dad, obviously, he wasn't gonna let us just beat the shit out of each other. So my dad comes in, he tries to separate us, but we kind of move backwards. And basically, I throw a punch at him, and the guy kind of doesn't fall, but he kind of, you know, comes back a bit. He kind of like, you know, fell back a bit, but he didn't fall completely. So then, obviously, bam again, and he fell. So yeah, my dad, obviously, at this point, he was already, you know, separating us, you know, holding me back, holding the guy back. Now, at this point, I was like, okay, my dad's here, I'm not gonna, you know, trying to, you know, push my dad out of the way and start, you know, a fight with that guy. Although I already started a fight with him. I mean, he already started a fight with me. So I just kind of moved backwards. And the guy obviously, at this point, he realized he doesn't have a chance with, you know, fists. Because obviously I just pretty much, you know, punched him and he fell to the ground. So it was like, he realized he didn't have a chance with, you know, arms. So obviously he starts kicking because, again, he thinks, you know, he's gonna kick me or something. So, you know, I you know, all the situation kind of, you know, moves out, and then hit my mom. At the time all this stuff was happening, my mom went and ran, you know, to the door and like knocked and said, like, my mom started crying for some reason, but whatever. And then, you know, my mom obviously ran to the door and told what was happening, so all of them ran out, and then you kind of got separated. And the thing is, I hate that lady because that lady, one of the ladies were like really like calm about everything, but the other ones were racist as fuck. Like, I don't want to even say how racist they were. The kid that I had a fight with, because obviously I'm not from England, he was like, yeah, go back to Poland. I was like, fuck you. But thing is, I could say go back to fucking Jamaica, because that kid is from Jamaica. So obviously my dad just told me ignore it, right? And I was like, no. I didn't say any shit though, because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get into any trouble being racist and shit, although he was racist. And she was like, yeah, it's a problem with you. And like, my dad started to get mad because she was obviously blaming the situation on me. And then my dad was like, okay, if it's my son's fault, did my son go to your door, or did this guy come to my door, and did he want to fight me? My son didn't want to fight him. And at this point, she just shut the fuck up, because she thought it was my fault. She started shouting at me that it was my fault, but then my dad said, well, he came to my door, my son didn't come to your door. So everything, you know, just separated, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, I'm just having too much trouble with this guy. Like, these kids used to bully me like a couple of years back, but then I stood up to them, and now I'm having all these problems with these kids. And this lady, grown ass lady, okay, she was, I don't know how old she is, she started shouting at me and saying there's a problem with Polish people. Okay, who fucking came to my door? Okay, who fucking came to my door? Because at this point I can say there's, you know, there's a problem with black people, because she's shouting there's a problem with Polish people. So, you know, what's the case? Did I come to her house, or did her son come to my house? So at this point I could be really racist, because she was really racist. That kind of pissed me off, because I could say straight to her, there's a problem with me, and I can start shouting like some racist shit at them. But I'm not going to say that. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys do want more kind of information on this, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, peace.